Welcome back. WeArEuS and this. This is the same game as in the title. You know what it is. I know what it is. You know, the best part about today? It's comfortable. This guy might not be a boss. And then watch me walk up to him and the bar at the bottom of the screen. Like I said. Okay. I disagree. I activated that dash a long time before he even finished the animation to start swinging. I know I said that in a very strange way. There's a charge up animation before he starts the swing. That animation didn't finish before I had even pressed the button. I pressed the button before that finished, is what I meant to say. There it is. I forgot I had that for a second. Oh. So, yeah, we've still got two temporal coils, so we're not in temporal stasis. And we're only getting one of these. But one is all we've been getting, even though we've fought the number of guys during temporal stasis, which is when they're supposed to be stronger and give you more stuff. Whip. The new weapon. Oh, I want her to hit me with it. Not in a ouch kind of way, but a kind of way, I suppose. Whip hammer. A powerful weapon wielded by disciplinary supervisors, boasting a long range and high damage output from charged attacks. Hold X while on the ground to charge up, then release the button after charging completes to perform a charged smite. Kotama can move or jump during the charge, which I assume is going to be rather unpleasant. No, I can see it, the X, and then you jump with the... Yeah, that's fine. I don't like how this is a PlayStation controller, but it has the Xbox buttons on its face and in whatever game you're playing. I find that offensive. Because I find the Xbox controller to be offensive. Both aesthetically and... well, functionally it's fine once you take a second to get used to it, but it's an ugly little thing and you cannot convince me otherwise. Anyway, using the whip hammer's charged smash from a sufficient height can destroy certain terrain, which means we have to go all the way back to the very beginning of the map and break that one. They don't have an actual proper name for it, so dark plate. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine as a name. So there's another one of those at the very beginning, and I saw it when we first started. Thought it would attack me, so I freaked out a little when I stepped on it. Would have been weird to be attacked by it, considering that I had no weapons at the time, but that's neither here nor there. At least not anymore. Press down to switch to the whip hammer, and press left to switch back to the umbrella spear. If you haven't learned the transformation attack for a specific weapon yet, you can also press RB, or the right shoulder button, and B and A to switch weapons. There's a transformation attack. I'm assuming that means it's basically a combo attack. Like, just as an example, you do 2 light basic attacks and then a heavy, and then you whip out either weapon. It doesn't really matter which. I'm okay with that. And then we have whip hammer down slash. Press the left shoulder button in midair to perform a down slash. Hitting an enemy will reset your double jump and dash. Okay. But I assume by resetting double jump, they just mean you'll get 1 more jump, rather than the 2. Okay. And as always, we must remember, walls are just a suggestion. Would have been nice to get this before we fought I tried to move the camera again like this was Mio. Also, do take note, we now have 2 skill charges. I don't know why, but that's the thing. That is incredibly awkward to use with the analog stick. So that's better. So maybe you're meant to use the analog stick for movement, and the directional buttons are supposed to be for the swapping of your weapons. Right. Not high enough. I'll remember this. Let's try this. Well, that could have gone poorly. Can't attack upward. Using the analog stick is going to take some getting used to. Let's see. Okay, so you can change them. It's fine. Ah, that's why I can't get up there. Took care of that last episode. Why can't we go over there? Is it locked or something? I was thinking about that last episode, I now remember. Actually, there's no real reason for me... Yeah, since we're backtracking, we still keep our temporal coils. I need to go back to... Frick, that is far. Still haven't entered those. What is... Ooh. I have a vague memory of reading what chronopedals are. I might be wrong, and that might be something else. Huh. What was the... I'm trying to remember what the key was for returning to the train. Oh, I forgot I could do that. Okay. Okay, so I had a fundamental misunderstanding about the nature of the parry. I thought you could just hold it and it would basically be treated as a block. But instead it's got a limited duration. I understand now. What was... Oh, right. You press in the right analog stick. Right. I need to see if we can move this train to the closer to where I need to go. Ah, Miss Kotama, I returned to the crew and noticed something terrible. What's up? Look at this train. It's so empty and quiet. No sense of celebration at all. Today is the eve of the centennial celebration. This train should be buzzing with excitement, shouldn't it? I see. The president mentioned some trouble at the Academy Citadel, and she specifically said Arcadia is a safe haven separate from the flow of time. So as long as you're on board, you're protected from any danger. Even though I don't quite get it, I do wish Arcadia could be more lively. So, Miss Kotama, could you do me a favor and bring some students aboard? Alright. Fantastic. Let's look forward to seeing Arcadia bustling with everyone. If there's anywhere you'd like to go, just let me know. I'll steer Arcadia over there in a whoosh. Plus, if you manage to get some students on board, I've got a little something for you. Use the station platform gates to call Arcadia. Okay. Oh, good, we can. Where are we specifically? Not too far. Oh, right, I forgot. We can... I don't have a lot of leeway in terms of the amount of luminite I can spend. Well, it's best I don't. It said I could do an attack in midair. Wrong weapon. Nope, not that. Ah, that's it. But I don't have to hold down either. And I'm right, you don't get both jumps back, you only get the one.
Yo, Kotama! Bagged another chrono weapon, huh? Well, I've also got a lead on where another chrono weapon might be stashed. You noticed those fish heads weapons, right? Those weapons look like umbrella spears. Exactly! They must have snagged chrono weapon prototypes somehow. Heard the base is in the northeast of the Biology Academy.
Northeast? I haven't been to the Biology Academy yet. As evidenced by the map. And you definitely haven't watched the previous 2 episodes. You did watch them, right? Anyway. Yeah, I read that already.
Look around carefully and you might find some models.
So we did get a new thing. Yeah, we want that because Luminite is cash and cash is king. I don't care about seeing map rooms. There we go, so we can move them. Why doesn't it mention that? Oh, there it is. It says rotate right above the frickin' memo card slot section. I only have one more expansion chip thing. Spend it if you got it. Oh, that's how. Okay, so change to the whip hammer. I wonder how effective the charged smite is at applying. What is it called? Chrono fluid, right. It's going to require some testing, which means getting hit. So, super armor when performing a charged smite or charged detonation. Okay, that. Got it. Kotama gains super armor. Damage taken is significantly reduced and it can't be interrupted as long as her chrono shell remains intact. Makes sense. Odds are pretty good I'm going to use that at an inopportune time and get hit, so I'd rather my hit go through as well. And then we have the active skill waltz. Press the right shoulder button and X to consume charges and perform a continuous whip flurry, dealing multiple hits across a wide area in front of and behind Kotama. Yeah, sure. I have no complaints. Increases its attack. I wonder if the minimal increase to her base attack applies even if you're on a different weapon. I don't want to spend that much. I mean, maybe I should look at the skills that are coming with it, but I don't like to look ahead. I don't like spoilers. It's weird. I don't like spoilers for skills like this in games like this and even in MMOs. I only like to look at the ones I currently have access to. So I have these unlocked. I can look at them. Until I unlock these, I can't look at the skills under them. That's just a weird thing I do. So I'm tempted to upgrade this. I am. But even if we do, we can't buy any skills that look delicious because I don't want to go under 1,000 Luminite. We consume about 40 when we need to restore our Chronos shells, so... Actually, let's see if she's gotten new stock in. Chrono petals increase the maximum capacity of her Chrono shell. So yeah, we do want to go down there and get that as well. I have cat food already, so I'm not too don't I? Yeah, we do have a piece of cat food. So any cat we come across, and I think there are either 5 or 4 more throughout the area. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to test out we're probably going to need the other weapon to break through those, given how things have shaped up so far. Yeah, I thought so. No, it does hit 3 times. You even trying? The protection from that seems to be more comprehensive than the umbrella sphere. So I should be safe from attacks above and below. Or from above as well. Okay. I do like that this weapon hits multiple times. Unfortunately, the hits themselves are lacking. Hold on. Interesting. Wait. Do we have iframes during the charge attack? That would be something that would have been nice to know from the start. I hit the wrong... Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I hit this. But if I use that, I can knock them in the air, though I don't believe for a second that I can juggle them. Careful. A scientist's experiment log. This marks my 10th year in this underground laboratory. I gave up my position as a university professor, crossed oceans from the other side of the globe, and came to this damp, gloomy mine shaft, where I've spent a full decade among scientists utterly obsessed with extraterrestrial material. It's clear that everyone here is mad, but at least we used to pride ourselves on having a moral bottom line. Now, even that has completely vanished. Chrono Beings has hit a wall. We still can't consistently produce controllable specimens. They always have one flaw or another. If we can't overcome this hurdle, the research will never advance to the next stage. Deep down, we all know what's needed to fix these flaws, but every single one of these hypocrites, myself included, dares not be the first to speak it aloud. But fate seems to have played a cruel joke on us. Just then, the principal's daughter tragically died in an accident. While mourning her loss, we suggested it was a rare opportunity. After a brief hesitation, the principal agreed to the proposal. From that moment, the research advanced dramatically, and we knew we had forever severed our ties to a normal life. Typically, I don't read lore, but I'm starting to have, after having read everything we've read so far, I'm seeing a pattern. Who goes here? So many pods. Feels like I've been here before. No reason to go any further that way. So, let's see about this other room here. Why are you here? I don't understand why they're... So you've chosen violence. Alright, come and get it. seems to apply chrono fluid just fine. Also, I don't think we have the counterattack. Motherfucker. Ah, that's why we can't go down there. Just like they said, you can never go home again. Though, in this particular case, we've never been there in the first place. Hitting the wrong button for skills. May as well heal up since we're passing the train anyway, right? I'm kind of okay with using the analog stick for movement. Here's something that just comes to a dead stop. Ah, I remember why I can't go up there. Okay. I was going to head up, well, back over here. But I remember this particular area is locked behind a thing that I'm going to need. I need to go there. A thing I need to go, probably another weapon that'll let me punch through whatever that webbing is. Submit keepsake.
It looks like you haven't found any new keepsakes, Miss Kotama. If you're unsure where to go next, try checking the map on your student terminal for clues.
Right, the keepsakes are the things I'm supposed to be taking from, I think, teachers or something? I remember now. I do want to go grab this chrono pedal. Since I'm here, right? +1. Yeah, let's see what's down here at the very bottom. No. glad I hit the correct button. Odds were pretty fair there that I'd hit the wrong one, because the cord keeps tripping up my fingers. Okay, so the explosion and projectiles to boot. Got it. At least we can finally deal with this without having to put ourselves in danger. Motherfucker. I'll grab this before we do. May as well hit this, right? Oh, he went over there. She went over there. It's kind of easy to forget that. I don't think that should work that way. Oh, right. I left some trash down here. Better go pick that up. Hold up. I have to hit this again, even though my chrono shell is low. Nah, we'll do it. Since we can earn more Luminite now, we can actually afford to spend the Luminite to heal, rather than be stingy with it. So I have been here. No, so the thing down here was the thing behind that wall we can't break, which means we're going to approach that from a different side. In which case, there's no reason for us to walk. Actually, the train is in a different section now, isn't it? We'll have to move it. There shouldn't be any reason for us to come back to the entrance area. The exhibition room is that room. The Central District is what it's called. I want to try to get into. We're not too far off, and then we can head back to the Art Academy side. For now. Can we afford to? You know what? I like the. Is it a hammer whip or whip hammer? I don't know. Switch to weapon. let's go ahead and do it. So, first thing is the charged aerial smite, which is actually really cool. Being able to use that in midair would allow us to deal with some of the flying enemies, like the portraits in the Art Academy section of the map. Those guys are an annoyance. I also just noticed that both of the robotic arms are coming from her head. I didn't pay too much attention to her design, even though I kind of like it when we first met her, but those are coming from her head. I don't understand the logic to it, but I'm okay with it. Meteor Fall. Active skill. Press the shoulder button and Y to consume charges, leap into the air, and perform a hammer spin. During this move, she can slightly adjust her trajectory by moving, and she gains super armor. I don't hate it. This seems more functionally practical, though. I still don't see any value in retaliation. Oh, it does do a follow-up move on its own if it parries, apparently. So I assume that's the bonus it does. I'm assuming that deals a significant amount of damage if it successfully parries. I was considering buying this one last episode, since we learned that the timing for the third move, or the third basic attack, can be staggered significantly. So if you need to, you can properly time it, but it's a bit finicky, rather than just using the regular parry. For this, like I said, the use case is fighting enemies that are in the air. Part of me wants to be stingy with these resources. I'll just go with that. I don't remember what they're called specifically. Well, at the very least, since we upgraded the whip hammer, I knew that. Since we upgraded it, we'll do slightly more damage with our basic attacks. Since it hits multiple times, it appears to apply chrono fluid way faster than the umbrella spear does. But the umbrella spear has the counter and all of the other good stuff, so it's a toss-up. But still, to me, it just comes down to which I find to be more interesting to use. Right now, we have to go down here. Make this our objective. We need to go bottom right, correct? I ran right into it, even though I knew what it was. Okay, so that's why I can't go that way. Is it the same deal over here? Why didn't I come... No, I need to go a little further. Nah, we'll leave that there for now. That's weird. God, I miss being able to move the camera like in VO. What do you mean I didn't come this way? Why? Oh, because I didn't have the dash, that's why. Oh. Is that what we're doing? Also, yeah, it just disappeared, so... I don't think so. Too high. I disagree with that. Running into this shouldn't kill her. I should be able to get through this. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, see, she literally rubbed her head against the top row of, let's call them coils, while dashing through, but I obviously have to dash when I'm lower. That's not the way you get through that at all. I'm thinking maybe I could try just maintaining the dash, but there's a cooldown on it, so I can't just dash and then dash and then dash to get through without losing height. Maybe it's because I don't start the dash close enough to the wall, so she can't get through clean. Dang it. Wasting my profits on this. Keep in mind, this is ridiculous. Keep in mind, she had contact with this thing for a good second before it registered she had interacted with it, which happened to coincide with the ending of the animation for the dash itself. Curious. I hate the fact that it makes you go backwards. God dang it, I'm trying to use that, but jumping towards the wall then facing away and using the dash all with the proper timing, that's rough. That should have been through. Too low. This line at her waist, no, at her hips, is equal with the platform over there, which means that's about where I need to be for the dash to take me through. So I need to dash here, here, here. See, it works. I'm right, but for some reason it doesn't work. What do you mean? I was holding forward. I don't know why I jumped with that one. It's not even necessary. My question is, aside from that being up there, why does this upper platform exist? There has to be a reason, right? Yeah, you could definitely double jump up there and hit that with even the umbrella spear if you didn't have it at the time. Now, I don't remember if you'd have the double jump at this point in the game where you could have reached this area. I genuinely don't remember now. But So it is possible to do that. Then why the frick has nothing I've done worked? That should have worked. Also, if you're wondering why I have all of my Luminite back, that's because I let myself die. Though, to be fair, I was considering letting myself die, and then I accidentally let myself die. So I was sent back to the checkpoint. And then I just killed everything again on my way here. Why did that work that time? Okay. Word is. There might be another place we can go. No, we can't go there because it's covered by that chrono slime. Yeah, it's up here. Oh, actually, we can just do that. And then go up here and interact with the checkpoint again. Is there anywhere else? We can't go down there. I guess that means we can move on to... Yeah. Let's move on to the Art Academy. For a second, with that puzzle, I was considering... Everyone here is a projection. I was considering using the charged light. Ah, right. We need the last one for this. I forgot all about that. Oh man, that seems like a lifetime ago. Motherfricker actually waited until the very last. God thanks. Okay, it's just permanently spiked, I guess. I met 3 students who introduced themselves as disciplinary supervisors. They referred to each other as sisters, some older, some younger. The one addressed as Big Sister by both of the others preferred to act alone and rarely cooperated. The one called Big Sister by only one of them seemed eager to help, but often ended up causing trouble. The one both called Little Sister was always lazily avoiding work, often slacking off out of sight. I thought perhaps the 3 didn't get along very well. But when I asked each of them what they thought of the others, their answers were almost identical. What a harmonious trio of sisters. So you can sort of end that animation a little faster if you jump. Okay. Real quick. Really? That's not high enough, huh? Come on. Alright. What if I just... Oh, you can't get on their head until they're inert. There we go. Ah, crap. I guess we're going to be getting that skill soon. No one's going to have a health bar, isn't it? No, I see the thing in the background there. I want what's across the way, though. The ones in the background are going to wake up next. Come on. Oh, really? Right. Really? I tried to block, but apparently you can't do that. You can actually hit me with that. No way at where the painting is going to beat me. This guy, though. Okay. Mother fricker. Yep. God dang it. That is a troublesome pair right there. I would like to run out of chrono coils, though, so I could actually get more out of that fight. And that's a... Oh, that actually has the gotcha machine for the memo cards. Okay, so let's do that. I want to run out of temporal coils. Nope. Got 4 left. Now 2. That should be enough. I can't teleport back to the train, though. Otherwise, it'll reset my count. So, I just learned that I can, in fact, interrupt my dash if I have another jump. Here we go up. I have to unlock that first. Shame on me. And just imagine, we could have had that shortcut unlocked already, but I chose not to go through the portal. Or door. Door. Not portal. There we go. How long does it take for everything to become empowered, by the way? Oh, we have paintings just chilling out here now? That seems to apply the chrono fluid very, very well. Hold up. Walls are just a suggestion, I remember. Am I going? No, I went the wrong way. What? I was pressing forward. Good, that doesn't reset them. Oh good, they are empowered. Dang it. Next is the paintings. What the frick? It went through me, huh? Okay. What do you mean I can't? Okay. Dang it. I'm not sure how to handle those guys. Crap, and now we've got this freaking... Yeah, and there isn't a checkpoint anywhere nearby. Oh, there was that one that I could have used to save the temporal stasis. That means now I have to run around again. But I'm not going to drag you guys through that. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to cut the previous time I did that, now that I think about it. So, as I said, I'm going to go ahead and run out the coils that we have, and there are 8 of them now, so that's going to take a bit. But I'll learn some more Dosh while I'd go about that, which isn't too bad. Okay. I disagree. Simple enough. I was sure I could do it. I was almost right, too. Oh, man. Did I need to play it like that? No, not at all. I could have gotten out of his range, waited for a safe moment, like when he's doing the overhead smash, and... Okay. Just dealt with him then. But and by dealt with him I mean I could have healed and then continued the fight. Instead I chose to do it the stupidest way possible. dang it. Alright, next. Oh, I hate all of this. And the goddamn painting. God dang it, that is monstrous. Holy crap. A painting and 2 mannequins? I don't know how I'm going to deal with those two. No, you don't. That is an absolute waste. God dang it. The issue is, I keep trying to slide through the mannequin, but for some reason there are enemies you can slide through and enemies you can't. And of course it's called a dash, not a slide, but you get the point. It looks different depending on whether you're in the air or not. Anyway, the problem is I keep trying to dash through the mannequin, and you can't, which goes against the logic of certain other enemies. What do you mean you shot it there? Why? Anyway, which goes against the logic of most of the other enemies that you can fight. For some reason you can go through some but not others, and It doesn't feel good at all. Okay, so you can in fact parry that. Oh, but I could slide through him that time. What the? God dang it, it was the flames. God dang it. Only two of them are an actual concern, and that's... Only two... There are two of them I should be focusing. The painting and the manic... Basically both of the enemies that have small white health bars. And then I can focus on the one who's basically the boss after that. I mean, now that I know I can, it's easy. Why did I dash forward? Okay. I'm done. I have spent the past 2.5 to 3 hours trying to beat that one room. And I just can't do it. At least not with stasis. Maybe there's some other factor I'm missing. Maybe if I had whatever the other weapon is, it'd help. But I have tried nearly every combination of thing I can think of, aside from going into the third upgrade tier of the 2 weapons we currently have. I wanted to do it really badly. But given how poorly things had been going up to that point when the thought occurred to me, I might not look favorably upon those skills, and I want to give them a fair shake when I finally get a good look at them. So, I refused to do that, but I did try to use the skills for the tier 2 skills for both the Umbrella Spear and the Whip Hammer. When I did remember that I had the skill, or the shoulder Y skill, as they both were, when I remembered I had them, they weren't of much value to me. Aside, especially the Umbrella Spear with Retaliate. With the paintings in the mix, having to swap back and forth between the spear and the hammer and whip, between the spear and the whip, isn't great. It's doable, but in the end, 2 mannequins and a painting, I just can't do it. At least not with stasis active. Having my Chrono Shell completely destroyed in a single hit? No. And then with the boss mannequin having mix-up in its attack pattern, with the painting there as well, sometimes occasionally blocking the only route of escape, being the air, while doing its little AoE attack, I just die. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stop playing this, and I'm going to go get something to eat. Then, I'm going to come back, and I'm still not going to play this, and I'm going to do anything else but think about this game. When we come back tomorrow, I'm probably going to head off to this area. I guess we can go with this marker. God dang it. And there. Those will be our 2 objectives for tomorrow. And we'll see what that turns into. But I'm not going back down into this room for a very long time. There is no way on earth whatever this memo card is ever going to be worth putting up with having to deal with everything going on in that room. So I'm done. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode, and it will go as I said it will. And I will pretend most of what happened this episode did not, even though I spent more than 2 hours of my life on it. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.